I want to say something. It's about Osimen. If I don't pray for him here, you know the Osimen guy, because 2 days ago I was watching Nigeria's match and I saw 2-0. Have they played yesterday? And you guys did not tell me. The Lord said Osimen will not score. He will not get one single goal again to the AFCON is gone. And the problem is from...
Hello beloved, welcome back to Pat Rhema Channel. I brought you an interesting video from Apostle Joel, and this is what the man of God has for the nation of Nigeria and what is going to happen to Nigerian Super Eagle. So guys, I'm not really going to talk much. I'm going to let you watch the video so that you hear what the man of God has to say. And before I do that, this is what the man of God has for the nation of Nigeria. As you all know, Super Eagles are on currently, I think they are on semi-final, and this is a prophecy that he has for the Super Eagles, especially one of the player, Osimen. What is going to happen to him if he doesn't pray for it to stop? So guys, I'm not going to talk much at this point. I'm going to let you watch the video so that you hear what the man of God has to say. And please, if you have not subscribed to Pat Rhema Channel, kindly pause this video, subscribe, comment, like, share with family and friends so that you don't miss out on any of our content. So guys, here is the video.
I want to say something. It's about Osimen. If I don't pray for him here, you know the Osimen guy, because 2 days ago I was watching Nigeria's match and I saw 2-0. Have they played yesterday? And you guys did not tell me. The Lord said Osimen will not score. He will not get one single goal again to the AFCON is gone. And the problem is from his pastor. Did he score yesterday? He did not score. If I don't pray, he won't score. He will see open posts and he'll miss it. But just so you know that I'm not joking. Watch him from next match. Father, I stand as a major prophet. Whatever word that has become an embargo on his head, I lift up the embargo now. Let him be free. Because God is going to use the AFCON to do something in Africa. I want you to watch it. God will use the AFCON to do something dangerous and marvelous in Africa. And I said, if your jersey is not green and there's no green on your flag, you can't. Watch us. Just watch and see. Meanwhile, what was the score? So I won't give you the correct score, but it's a -1. See, they are shouting more, Lord. It's a -1.
There are key things he says in this video, so you have heard what he has said concerning Osimen and what happened to him and why he's not going to score the goal. There are, let me see, I'll pick these 3 points that he says. Number one, he says that he's not going to score any goal till the match end. Number two, the reason being that the fault is coming from his pastor. Number three, if your flag does not carry green, you're not going to win this African Cup and all that. So I'm going to emphasize on this first. The part that he says that is the doing of his pastor. As you all know, definitely Osime has a spiritual father, somebody that he looks up to. It could be his pastor, he could be somebody that is not his pastor, but someone that he believes that, oh, I want you to be my spiritual father. I want you to intercede for me in various aspects of life. So he has that on his back. He has someone that backs him up with prayer, someone that intercede for him at all time, especially him playing in this tournament. There is something that he says that got me, that is the doing of his pastor. Probably what did his pastor do? That is a question number one that I'm asking at this point. I don't really know. Could his pastor hinder him from like scoring goals and all that? I don't really understand, and I don't really get that part that he says. And another thing that he says that he's not going to, another thing he says, that till the cup and they should wash out, that he's not going to score any goal. And that part also got me thinking that why would he not score any goal? Because clearly you could see that he's one guy that scores a lot of goals and all that. And another thing is that the last match, I think that was on a Saturday, right? That was on Yes, that was on a Saturday. Yeah, that was on a Saturday. When they played around 8 Ghana time and 7 Nigerian time, you could see that he has the chance to actually score, because there's something this pastor says that he will have an open post, but he will not be able to score. Yes, sometimes it's not by you scoring the goal, it's by you playing. And he has been given a lot of man of the match. If you understand football, you understand what I'm saying in this aspect. He has given man of the match. Probably you people could lose the match entirely, but your effort, your playing and all that, you will be awarded man of the match and all that, so on and so forth, without you actually winning the opposition party and all that. So there is something that he did. If you watch that match that took place on Saturday, he had the chance to actually score. He has a clear shot, quite all right, but he was able to pass it to someone that also had a clear shot too. Probably maybe if he said that, oh, let me take the shot from this angle, probably he would have not scored, but he was able to pass it down to someone to actually score. But there is no problem in that aspect. We understand what he did in that aspect. But for the man of God, he says that he's going to have a lot of opportunity, but he's going to miss it. Is that what God wants? That is my question number one. If you have an answer to that question, please, you can drop it at the comment section. Number two, him saying that if your flag does not carry green, if your jersey is not green, then you're not going to win this African Cup. And another thing that got me thinking is that a lot of African countries, their flag also carry green on it with other colors. We know that Nigerian is green, white, green. Or he was supposed to say that if your flag is not green, white, green, and your players do not wear green jerseys, that means you are not going to. So what he's saying in brackets is that Nigeria is going to win this cup. I pray they win it. I pray they bring it home, because it will be a team of joy for us. Because Nigeria is up against Angola on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to watch the match to see what is going to happen. Angola are actually good and very strategize when it comes to playing and all that. I could remember their match against Namibia on Saturday. What they did, it's just a mind blowing things. They are good, they have good players, but I know that Nigeria is going to beat them hands down. There is no two saying about that. But you could see what happened between them and Namibia at the beginning of the match. I think 20-25 minutes into the match, their keeper was issued a red card and he was dropped down immediately, and one player was supposed to go and keep based on the rules of football. But instead of a player to go and keep, the player was dropped, and the player was dropped for a keeper to come. So that instead of them being 11, they were reduced to 10. They were reduced to 10 immediately, because a keeper was a player was out, a keeper was issued a red flag, if you know how it works. But instead of him to be dropped down, the keeper was dropped down quite all right. He was not going to play in that, he was not going to keep in that match, but a new keeper was brought in for a player to step down. So there were 9 players and one keeper, making them 10. While Namibia was still the same normal 10 players and one keeper, but along the game, after Angola had scored Namibia, then the next thing was that a player was playing the ref that day was he was on something, but I believe after that he mind the way he issued red flag. I felt that maybe he was spoken to or that, and he gave a red card to a Namibia player, which he was dropped. There were now 9 players and one keeper, and that was how the match went. But Angola actually scored them. I'm not saying that they are not good, but they are coming up against Nigeria, and I believe that Osimen is going to play, and we are going to come out victorious. Despite anything anybody say, he's a good player. Whether he scores or not, that is my opinion and my thoughts. I want to know your opinion and your thoughts at the comment section. What you feel like after hearing what the man of God has said, what he has explained to us so far, and what God has revealed to him. Please, if you have not subscribed to Pat Rhema Channel, kindly pause this video at this point, subscribe, comment, like, share with family and friends so that you don't miss out on any of our content.